What if I told you there's a credit union that is quietly giving out $25,000 credit cards to people with just a 580 FICO score? And this credit union also has auto loans with no payments for months, first-time home buyer programs, and even business credit cards up to $50,000. Oh, and if you stick around to the end, I'm going to tell you about a hidden personal credit card that they're going to be launching on June 1st. Now, on today's video, I'm going to break this down into 6 very important parts that you do not want to miss, because we have a lot of ground to cover, because we're going to talk about as much as we possibly can about this credit union and why you should join it, because nobody else knows about it. So join it as fast as you can so you can take advantage of the awesome products that they have before the window closes for everyone. And in case this is your first time to the channel, we covered another credit union called Apple Federal Credit Union. I figured out a way to get everybody into it, and it's bad credit friendly, but they close every single option. They want to restrict it to a certain area. But Skyla Credit Union is not like that. They want to open up to as many members as they possibly can. I went in there and had a conversation with them personally, just so I can come back and bring you as many data points as we possibly can so you can see exactly why this credit union is one of the hottest things out on the market that nobody is talking about. So now let's jump into part number 1, where anyone can join. But let's start here. Anyone can join Skyla Credit Union. No residency requirements, no employer restrictions, just apply online and boom, you're in. Don't believe me? Let me show you. So let's go to the website and check it out together. Skyla Credit Union. Everybody can see this on their own. We're gonna go and hover over the About section. Once we hover over that, we're going to click on eligibility. So eligibility, but I can't join a credit union. I love how they put this up there. Are you sure? There are 4 simple ways to qualify for Skyla membership. 1, you have an immediate family member who already has a Skyla account. 2, where you live. 3, who you work for, or 4, by joining our partner association, the American Consumer Council, ACC. But don't worry, we'll handle this for you. So just like every other credit union, they want more members, because more members equal better rates and better products. And you're probably sitting there saying, I've never heard of this place. I know you haven't. Nobody's talking about it anywhere. This is why you're going to hear it here first. And as I said earlier, this credit union is bad credit friendly. Now, my favorite part, here's the kicker. All credit products start at a 580 FICO score, not your Credit Karma score, a 580 FICO. Remember that. So whether you're going for a credit card, an auto loan, or a line of credit, a 580 score gets your foot in the door. And then here's another part that everyone's gonna also ask me the question, who do they pull from? They only pull from TransUnion. That's a major advantage if your Experian or Equifax are kind of beat up. Let's be honest with each other. Now, moving on to part number 2, you want to build a foundation once you join the credit union. Don't just go in there willy-nilly and start applying for stuff. Now, if you have a high credit score, you're going to have a higher chance of getting approved. But if you're someone with not so great credit, with the 580 FICO and above, you must set up the foundation to set up the play for you to get approved for these cards or any other credit products that you're looking for with this credit union, or any credit union, to be honest with you. Step number 1, we want to set up a checking and savings account. So enroll in e-statements and link your debit card. This builds internal history. This is very important. Step number 2, we want to set up a direct deposit of at least $500 a month, because that's going to activate their 4% APY checking, basically getting free money for just banking with them. Again, Navy Federal doesn't do any of that, which I'm kind of shocked and disappointed, because they have more members and the ability, but this credit union right here is going to give you free money for using their checking system. Now, moving on to step number 3, the biggest part of all when you join any credit union, take out a secure loan for a minimum of 24 months. Do not put it on auto payment just yet. Now, if you can go past 24 months, even better, because that's gonna add and build onto your credit profile and build this relationship. But now you want to watch this part closely and pay attention, because generally this is where everyone gets it wrong. They just set it up and they're like, oh, I'm done. No, you want to wait. Remember, do not set it up on auto payment. You want to wait until the loan hits your credit report. Once it hits your credit report, you call them and you want to pay off 80 to 90% of the loan, or you can do it inside of the app also. Then place the remaining amount on auto payment for the remaining term of your loan. If it's 24 months, so for the remainder of those 24 months. This is going to work wonders for your credit profile and the relationship. You're going to do two things here. You're going to establish an excellent payment history, and it's going to drop your debt to income ratio low, which could potentially boost your credit score. You want to run all of this for a minimum of 6 to 8 months and then apply for the Platinum credit card because that's their middle tier credit card. They only currently have 2. We're going to talk about the 3rd coming up here a little later. Now, there's also a theory that you can do this for a minimum of 91 days. If you have a great credit profile, a great credit score, then you can go ahead and proceed for that 91-day mark. But I always highly suggest that you do 6 to 8 months at minimum because this is going to get you a higher credit limit. Now, yes, you might get approved and get a decent credit limit, but what if you can push it all the way to the very top and get the full maximum amount? That's going to look spectacular on your credit profile. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with the 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Jay, Jay's credit score went up 222 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. And Abdul's credit score went up 206 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. But let's not forget about Alexander. Alexander's credit score went up 211 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now, moving on to part number 3, Skyla's credit cards, the part that everyone's been waiting for. So let's talk plastic. Now, number 1, the Platinum Rewards credit card. Now, remember, there's 2 of them. They sound very similar, so I'm going to break them both down to kind of tell you exactly what all their features are. So the Platinum Rewards card is going to come in with 0% APR on purchases for the first 12 months. That's huge. With credit limits up to $25,000. And my favorite part, there's no annual fee. We want to get as many no annual fees as we possibly can until we reach that next step in our credit journey where we feel comfortable with annual fee credit cards. And then the best part about this credit card also, there's a 25-day grace period. They always want to make sure to put that up there for you so you can see exactly how it works. Now, moving on to their second credit card, which is the Platinum credit card, completely different. Now, they're going to come in with a 0% APR on balance transfers for 12 months. Now, you're also going to have a maximum of a $25,000 credit limit with this credit card. It's also going to come in with an no annual fee, which we also love, and of course the 25-day grace window. So depending on your needs, purchase financing or debt transfer, Skyla's got you covered. And these aren't starter cards. These are high limit plays, even for people with low credit scores. Now, moving on to part number 4, auto and home loans, which a lot of people are always looking for. So if you need a car, Skyla's got auto loans and deferred payments. That means you can drive off and delay the first 90 days after you get your new auto loan, whether it be new or used car. Now let's go to the website again. We're gonna click on the borrow tab, and then we're gonna click on auto loans so we can actually read the complete verbiage out loud so we can talk about it. So skip your first payment for 90 days. When you open a new or used auto loan with Skyla, you have the option to skip your first payment for 90 days, giving you time to pay other bills, put money in savings, or put the payment towards something else. It's totally up to you. Once your application is submitted, simply tell the lending specialist you'd like to opt in to this limited time savings because this will expire on 12/31/2025. So you want to get this before this expires because a lot of credit unions don't offer this. Now, here's my favorite part. These loans can be used for used cars, new cars, refinancing, and even recreational vehicles like motorcycles, RVs, ATVs, boats, and jet skis. It clearly says it on their website. It's pretty amazing. So it's going to give you that good variety if you're looking for those recreational vehicles. Now, when looking at the rates, we're looking at rates vary from 6.99% for 0 to 48 months, 7.50% for 49 to 60 months, and 7.99% for 61 to 72 months. months. So there's a huge variety. Always remember, when your term is shorter, you're going to wind up paying less in interest because it's a lower risk loan. That's usually how it works with every credit union, but these interest rates are not horrible right now. Now, if you're someone that's buying your first home, they do have a first-time home buyer program, which is designed to get you in with flexible credit standards and lower upfront costs. And it doesn't just stop there, because they also offer home refinance and home equity lines of credit, which to me is fabulous because a lot of people don't want to buy another home, or they want to do some upgrades in their house, do some remodeling. You can pull out a home equity line of credit, or if you got a home loan with not such great interest rates, you can refinance it with them also. And again, TransUnion only pools. This gives you a huge lane to keep building without dinging all three credit bureaus, which is one of my favorite things. That's what I love about credit unions versus other banks. Last part's the most important. Now, moving on to part number 5, we're going to revisit this because it's a 4.0% APY checking account. Let's not skip this gem. Let's rehash it again so everyone can understand how valuable this is. Because Skyla's personal checking offers 4.0% APY every single month if you direct deposit $500+ every month, use a Skyla debit card up to 20 times a month, and enroll in e-statements. This is literally free passive income just for living your life. And people are like, yo, 20 times a month, you probably use your debit card more than 20 times a month. So it's pretty obvious this is gonna work out for anyone that uses this specific personal checking account. And moving on to part number 6, before anybody comes into the comments and asks me, well, do they have a business sector, Mike? Yes, they do. They have a business credit power sector, as I like to call, but it does have its restrictions. So let's just be aware of that, because it is in fact limited to 3 states. So if you're in South Carolina, North Carolina, or California, Skyla has a strong business credit program. The first one up on the list is going to be a $50,000 business credit card. So if you're looking for that extra business funding, Skyla may be the place for you. And it doesn't just stop with the credit cards, because they also offer commercial real estate loans. They also offer business lines of credit and commercial term loans, which is a great mixture for anybody. So if you're an LLC in those states, you need to be tapping in. These products can take your funding stacks to the next level. Now, moving on to the bonus that everyone's been waiting for. Here it is, the secret sauce. On June 1st, 2025, Skyla is launching a brand new $50,000 personal credit card. Yes, $50,000. So you have the potential to get a $25,000, another $25,000, and another $50,000 credit card with this credit union. That's a total of $100,000 in purchasing power if you need it for funding or just to build up your credit profile like it's Incredible Hulk. This credit card is built for high limits, competitive rates, strong approvals, even for people with improving credit needs. So if you want it, you need to be a member now. You need to have accounts open and ideally have that secured loan play already on your credit report. This is your shot to be first in line when this card drops, before the crowd even hears about it, because nobody else even knows this exists. So let's run this back one last time so you can see the full play. Open up a checking and savings, set up a direct deposit, fund a 24-month secured loan, pay down 80 to 90% and set the rest on auto pay, run it for 6 to 8 months, or at minimum 91 days, apply for the $25,000 platinum card, and then be ready for the $50K credit card to drop on June 1st. Bad credit? Doesn't matter. No big bank love? Doesn't matter. We don't need those stupid banks. This is how you build real credit, secure high funding, and flip your entire financial future. But if you do have bad credit, you do need to get to work on it. So make sure that you watch this next video right here, because it tells you exactly how you can delete anything from your credit report that's hurting your credit score. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.